Oh my goodness. First, let me just give honor and praise to God. I do all things through him, and as promised, it has strengthened me. It is his presence in my life that keeps me wanting to be here. Thank you, Tiara, for that amazing introduction and that tribute. Thank you to AARP for your commitment to supporting our community. And a special thank you to the National Black Justice Coalition for this honor and acknowledgement of the 22 years that I've been blessed to serve and grow with and for my community. Shout out to the thousands of grown folks who showed up and showed out with me in various spaces and places over the last 2 decades. Thank you to all of my Black rainbow lovers for allowing me to share their truths, their lives, and their stories with the world. Thank you to my friends and my family, namely my mother, Sandra Harvey, for being an example of fierce dedication and hard work. My daughter, Dominique, who introduced me to authenticity, and to my heartbeats, Layla, Samina, and Dalia. I hope my presence in your life leaves you better prepared to grow in this world. Thank you to my heavenly angels, Pamela, my baby sister, and my loudest cheerleader, Steele. To my grandmothers, Cynthia Harvey and Doris Johnson, my examples of unapologetic and gracious. I hope I've become your wildest dreams. And congratulations to the other honorees, most of whom I know. My heart is full that I'm chosen to stand with such amazing trailblazers and hope pushers. It has taken a village to raise this child, and y'all, I got some village people. Many have offered their shoulders for me to stand on, their ears for me to bend, their hands for me to hold, their examples for me to follow, and their guidance for me to grow. With some of the previous honored trailblazers, Donna Payne Hardy, Bishop Yvette Flunder, Racine, Mandy Carter, Jamil Fletcher, and Earl Folks, I wouldn't have been able to be all that Audre Lorde like, right? I would be lying if I told you that I've not manifested this moment for a while. And no, not manifesting to be recognized for my work in the community, but for me to work tirelessly for my community and not need to be recognized. That is this moment for me. I'm only able to accept this honor after understanding and accepting that the only acceptance, appreciation, acknowledgement, and award I ever need and is only guaranteed will come from God. This acknowledgement means so much to me because I worked very hard not to need it while remaining obedient and continuing to grow regardless, always in God's time, which is the best time. All of what you've come to know about me, my love of the community, and my obsession with unmuting Black LGBTQ+ voices is a true representation of my commitment to educating, empowering, enlightening, and entertaining folks, and my unwavering obedience to God and my assignment. However, what you can only hear from me and what only God knows is that I've grown through things to get here. I've had to learn to contain my stutter so that I can disciple to my people, practice healing from hardship before I could preach it, dismantle my buildings of expectation before I could build self-reliant skyscrapers, recognize my haters as cheerleaders to keep me moving down the field, use naysayers as motivations for me to continue to be impactful, share my hurt and my trauma so folks can know transparency sheds shame, accept that many of my forevers were seasonal, giving me time to be productive and doing what I need to do in this world, and to understand that rejection is my protection, believing in the difference between abandonment and positioning, and to be weightless on man and more dependent on God. Audre Lorde said, I have the duty to speak the truth as I see it, and not just share my triumphs, not just the things that feel good, but the pain, the intense and sometimes debilitating pain. It is important to share how I know survival is survival and not just a walk through the rain. I wholeheartedly believe that survival is a prerequisite for trailblazing. Had I not grown through the valley of the shadow of death and learned to fear no evil, I would not be the director of an award-winning documentary, Black Rainbow Love, or the founder of Let's Talk University, where I teach grown folks how to grow up, a nationally known and respected speaker through Angie Harvey Speaks, or a poet and author of the forthcoming poetry self-help book titled Poetic Alchemy, 7 Intentions for Healing, Growth, and Transformation. And I wouldn't be a 2024 honoree. Audre Lorde was a self-described Black, lesbian, feminist, socialist, mother, warrior, and poet. The imposter in me had to have several seats after I read this. I am all that. I am Audre Lorde Life. And I leave you with this. I want to spread the news, and I said if it feels this good being used, God can just keep on using me until he uses me up. I thank you all for your time, and to the National Black Disc Coalition for this honor. It is my pleasure.